How can you tell someone about innovation when they don't even know what innovation is? Innovation for me is looking around you and solving problems. A fork, a spoon, a knife was invented or innovated to prevent people from using their hands. So for me, innovation is what next? Asking that question of what next. My name is Nupe. I am a hardware designer. I am the co-founder of the Nupe project and I live in Lagos, Nigeria. So as a hardware designer, I come up with concepts for hardware products. I've designed shoes, I've designed mobile phones, and more recently, an inverter battery. I always knew that I wanted to be an inventor. I always knew that I wanted to come up with ideas. I liked to draw and I liked to take things apart. So my parents were like, engineer. Some teachers in school were like, fine artist. So I think I was stuck in between both worlds, wanting to be creative and also wanting to innovate and engineer. So that's how I found myself researching, what job brought these two things together. It starts from drawing and taking things apart. So we usually start with getting the idea down on paper. So we sketch, we draw, we illustrate, we color, we ideate, as we like to call it in my field. From that step, we take it to the computer and we start to flesh out this product into a three-dimensional space. And then the final step, which is always the most exciting, is prototyping. So I think I'm inspired by challenge, I'm inspired by hard work, and I'm inspired by tackling problems head on, even though I know there will be some adversity. Everyday problems. Our focus at the moment is in and around what I would like to call the home. We've come up with concepts for water filtration. So it's really, like I said, about making your everyday living just a little bit easier. Most people believe that because I'm saying something is innovative, it should transform into a robot and save lives. They don't realize that simplicity in ingenuity is very difficult, and that even sometimes the simplest things often are the hardest to make. The average man's thought process is, how will I eat today? If you come and tell them, I want to filter your water with this innovative device, they're like, how is that one going to put food on my table? On that level, I've had to think of things that the average, everyday Nigerian African person will see and want without thinking too hard about it. All around, there needs to be sort of a re-education on homegrown ideas and homegrown talent. In my opinion, at least from what I've been through, is to implement it from the primary level. And I mean like primary school. The thing is that there's some people that are too far gone in their mentality, and it is sort of like you can't teach old dogs new tricks. So on two ends, we need to have more mentoring programs. We need to have more innovation-led subjects. I know there's intro tech, but we need more. And then we also need programs set up both in public and private sector. Competitions, innovation competitions to help the nation. There also needs to be better laws on intellectual property. The truth is, just like any industry that thrives in this country, there have always been sort of figureheads that have made that happen from the top to the bottom.